Chick-fil-A, and the line was like hella long, like it went like all the way around. And I just wanted to do like a little mukbang moment with you guys, because I just wanted to catch you up on exactly like what's been going on, like how my surgery went, and a lot of the drama that's been going on in my life. Well, not drama, just like negative vibes, you know. But I only have Luciano. Nevaeh's in California with my mom. She went after my surgery, and I just wanted to like have a little mukbang moment. I just wanted to talk to you guys and like let you guys know what's been going on with me, like a little catch-up moment. But I'm still waiting in this line. I can't believe like how crazy it is, like this whole pandemic shit. I really can't. Like, people be wild. And I went to Target before I came to get something to eat, and I couldn't find like not even the travel size hand sanitizers. I couldn't find not even I couldn't find like anything, to be honest. And the main reason I needed the little hand sanitizers is like when we go to the store or something, so I'm able to like disinfect my hands before going into my house. And then I wanted some for Juan to have too, so that way he could do the same, like if he goes to the store or he goes anywhere outside of our house, that he's able to disinfect his hands before he goes in. And like, I think my biggest fear about this whole thing is my kids. Nevaeh more aspect of she's anemic, so her doctor did warn me, like she gets it, like she has more white cells than red cells. I got my food already. I got myself my fries. I have like no space in my car. I got a free 8-nugget meal because of my Chick-fil-A app. But I got these for Luciano. And I got my deluxe with American cheese. I've never tried the spicy one, but Juan always gets that shit, so I'm guessing it's good because he's a really picky eater. So like I was telling you guys before I turned off my camera, Nevaeh is anemic, and her doctor called me like right away about how I needed to be really careful with her because they checked her white cells count, and it's moderate. It's like they're not as good, and they're not as bad as the anemic people can have it. But he just told me like I needed to be really careful with her, if it's possible not to take her to the stores, or if she goes outside, that it be only around people like my siblings and stuff, or like myself. It's a little weird to sit in the car, but he was telling me that I needed to make sure that she was drinking her Pediasure, because she no longer drinks regular milk for that reason. To make sure she's still eating her fruit, to make sure she's eating her veggies, make sure she's even eating like actual food. And he was like, because if she gets it, like your chances like of her beating it is gonna be like 70-30. So I told my mom, because she has her, like make sure you guys are really taking care of her, washing her hands. And Nevaeh loves washing her hands, so there's no issue with that. But I did make it clear to my mom and like my siblings, like you guys have to take care of her over there, especially because California is like 100 times worse than Arizona right now. I did might let them know to watch it and stuff. And since my mom is in the healthcare, she's pretty much fighting front lines. I know she's not always home, so I can't depend on her. I have to depend on my grandparents and my sister and my brother. Amanda went back to California because her school did shut down. She goes to GCU. Her school did shut down and they went on to online classes. Man, my eyes are watering. So she just went back to California for the summer, and then she's gonna come back in the fall. So for anybody that has underlying diseases like Nevaeh does, I'm praying for you guys so much. Like, I don't know what I would do without my grandparents, without my grandma, because my grandma is diabetic. This whole pandemic shit is crazy. And the fact is that it took our governor almost 3 weeks to fucking actually put quarantine in place here in Arizona. But the good thing is he's like making sure nobody gets evicted, making sure that nobody's utilities get shut off, which is the good part. Okay, Papa? I did have my surgery on March, I believe it was the 2nd. And if you guys didn't know, I did get my tubes tied. Officially, no more kids. Because I just feel like I didn't want any more. I told Juan, because Juan did want another one. I told him, if we have 3, we're gonna have to have 4, because if we go to like amusement park, somebody's always gonna be left out. So I wanted to make sure, like, if you want 3, we're gonna have to have 4. Like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna have an odd number. And he was like, no, I don't want 4. So I was like, you know, we're not finding no common ground, so you know what, I'm just gonna tie my tubes. And Juan was not 100% on board, because he does want another one. And I just felt like, for me, because of the fact that I had Luciano like not even that far away from Nevaeh, I just felt like if I had another one, I would never be able to give Nevaeh 100% of my attention. Like, right now, I can't even give her 100%. So imagine if I were to have another baby, I really wouldn't be able to like give her no type of attention. And I made that clear to Juan. Like, I want to be able to take advantage of our kids, and like, they're getting older. Like, I want Nevaeh to play sports. I want Luciano to play sports too. So I just made it clear, like, I want to take advantage of like our kids. Like, I want to be able to go places with them. And 2 is like the perfect number. I feel like 2 is where it's at. Like, I have a girl and a boy. Like, it to me, it was just like there was no reason to have another one. And I told him all that, like, what I felt, and he wasn't 100% on board. But I told him, like, it's my body. Like, I'm going to do at the end of the day what I want with it, because I just didn't want to have another kid. I had not very wild labors. Like, my labors were not easy. There was something wrong with both of them. Like, Nevaeh's umbilical cord got wrapped around her neck. Luciano got stuck. So it wasn't like I was having easy labors. So I told him, like, I don't want to go through that again. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm not giving my kids, or not taking advantage of them and just popping out babies left and right. So after I already had made my appointment, he then did to decide, like, okay, like, yeah, I get you now, like, and He couldn't go with me because we had both kids. So I asked my mom if she could come down here, and she did. And I'm so thankful for her, because I feel like I wouldn't have been able to get through that week without her. Like, she came down here, she was here from that Sunday night to that Friday or Thursday. I can't remember. I think it was Thursday or Friday. I don't know. But she was here for a lot of days, and I like greatly appreciate it, because I feel like I wouldn't have been able mentally to like be 100% with the whole situation, because that week was really rough for me. So that Monday I went in at 6 o'clock in the morning, and my mom filled out the papers for me, like my emergency contact, like whatever. What was the first one, and she made herself the second one. I went back to the insurance part, and my insurance paid all of it. I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. And then around like 8:30, I have to say, I got sent back to the room where they were going to start to prepare me, where I could meet with my anesthesiologist, where I could meet with you know, everybody that I needed to meet with, like the nurses and stuff. So the anesthesiologist came, and he was like, I'm gonna let you know, we're gonna put some in your IV, and then we're gonna give you the mask. I was okay with that. I just don't like needles, so the IV kind of like irritated me. I was in there for like a good 2 hours, not even, like an hour and a half. And then I went into the surgery room, and I just remembered like them talking about how their badges match their shoes or something like that, or their headbands match their shoes. And then he put the mask, and he was like, count down from 10, and I don't know what number I got to that I fell asleep. So I don't remember exactly what happened in my surgery, but she did tell me like beforehand twice that they made an incision under my belly button and on my bikini line. And well, for my bikini line, like I still have the scar, and the one under my belly button I do not. And they were just going to glue it, and I would have prescribed perks and ibuprofen, and it was like a strong ibuprofen. So after, I was like in another room for like, I don't even know, because I didn't know when I woke up. But my mom and Luciano then came later, when I was already like out of surgery and everything, and I got changed back into my clothes. And they did take my IUD out while I was asleep, and I was hoping that they took it out when I was asleep, because I really just didn't want to feel it. And they took that out, so I no longer have my IUD. I just have my tubes tied. And it took like 2 weeks to fully make sure that I was recovered. So then I went to go see my doctor again. She was like, wow, you did really good. And like, she was like, you didn't feel any pain. Like, I would get cramping here or there, but it wasn't like I was in like dreadful pain where I couldn't even get up. So those 2 weeks I was okay. Like, I wasn't taking my perks all the time, because that shit had me hella fucked up. Like, I couldn't even drive. I curb checked my car on the right side. So that shit had me fucked up. So with that being said, I feel like if you want to get your tubes tied, it's worth it. Like, it doesn't hurt. It's not as bad as what you would think, because she told me that they inflated my stomach to be able to see my tubes and then do it. And she said after that my shoulders were gonna hurt, but I didn't get no shoulder pain. So I don't know, maybe I'm just stronger than other females, because she said that some people were bitching about that, but she didn't say it like that. But yeah, so yeah, that's what happened. And life's just been crazy. I still deal with a bitter baby mama. I still deal with all that shit that is never gonna stop. But at the end of the day, you know, I do help Juan when it comes to all his beef with his baby mamas, for the fact that I do want my kids to know Juan's other kids. Like, I want them to know they have siblings, and I also want to have a relationship with them. And so far he's trying. Like, with this whole quarantine shit kind of fucked everything up, because we had plans to see the boys, which are 2 boys older than Nevaeh, and we're planning that, and we're hoping Juan could get visitation for his oldest daughter. So I just feel like things are gonna get better. Like, we're going to court with his baby mama. Well, he's going to court with his baby mama over child support. But it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, there's things that need to be done, you know, as an adult, as a father, as a mother, a stepmom eventually. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna finish eating. I hope you like this little cheese man video. I didn't even mukbang. I couldn't do it. I can't. I don't know how people do that. Maybe I'll try again. But if you did like this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.